Hello everyone, welcome to qafox.com. This is Arun Motori. In this Selenium automation session, I will be explaining about New Selenium IDE. So what is New Selenium IDE? Guys, we used to have an older version of Selenium IDE earlier. Now it got deprecated, guys. It got completely removed. In place of the older version of Selenium IDE, we got a latest version of Selenium IDE available. Okay, which looks almost same. When you compare Selenium IDE older version with the latest version, it almost looks same, but the UI of the latest version is very good, and also it has its own benefits anyhow. Fine. So how can I say that the older Selenium IDE version is now deprecated? So if you can visit the official website of Selenium, that is seleniumhq.org, okay, you will find this article. They mentioned here that Selenium IDE is dead, long live Selenium IDE. But if you actually go inside this particular article, you will find that they were mentioning that the older Selenium IDE version is now dead or deprecated, and in place of this older Selenium IDE version, they are providing us a latest or new Selenium IDE version. So older Selenium IDE version got deprecated in August of 2017, guys. From there, they added this latest version of Selenium IDE that is new in the market. Fine. Now, I will be explaining how to install this new Selenium IDE. Earlier, guys, if you have to install Selenium IDE, that is the older version of Selenium IDE, you have to install it on only Firefox browser, right? The older version of Selenium IDE was available only on the Firefox browser. But coming to the latest or new Selenium IDE, we can install this particular Selenium IDE, that is the latest one, on either Chrome browser, or you can also do the same thing on the Firefox browser, guys. Okay, there are two browsers available for the latest version, whereas for the older version, only you can install on the Firefox browser. Anyhow, that got deprecated and now you cannot go back and install anywhere. Only new or latest version of Selenium IDE is available now in the market, guys. You cannot anyhow use the older version that got completely removed from the web or market. Fine. So anyhow, I will be demonstrating to you how to install this latest version of Selenium IDE in Chrome browser, and also I will practically show you how to install the Selenium IDE in Firefox browser also. Okay. For installing Selenium IDE in Chrome browser, we have to install it from the Chrome Store. And for installing the Selenium IDE in the Firefox browser, you have to install this latest version of Selenium IDE from the Firefox Store. Don't worry, guys. All the links that I am providing in this particular PPT will be available in the description of this YouTube video that you are actually watching. Fine. You can check the description of this YouTube video so that you can get all the links that I am providing here. Even the last slides link, that is where I have mentioned that older version got deprecated. Even that link is also there in the description of this YouTube video. Once you complete this, you can actually go through these links, which I mentioned in the description of this YouTube video. Fine. And also, along with installation of the Selenium IDE in Chrome and Firefox browser, I will also explain how to launch this Selenium IDE in these different browsers, and how to record the Selenium IDE, record any particular test case using this latest version of Selenium IDE in Chrome and Firefox browsers. And finally, I will also demonstrate how to execute them. So I will be showing you all the practical demonstrations for all these things, guys. Okay. So let me go to the practical demonstrations now. So this is a Chrome browser, guys. This is Chrome browser. About Chrome, you see this is a Chrome browser. Now here you can search for Selenium IDE. Just search for Selenium IDE, guys. So Selenium IDE, chrome.google.com. Okay, this may be the Chrome store. Just click on the Selenium IDE link. It should take you to the Chrome store, Google Chrome store. You see, this is the Chrome web store. Okay, and here this is the latest version of the Selenium IDE, whose logo is actually in blue color here. You can see that. And on the right side, you can see that there is an option to add it to your Chrome browser. You can install. Click on this Add to Chrome button. You'll get this pop-up. Select Add Extension. You see something is getting downloaded, but it will get installed eventually. You see, it got installed, guys. Selenium IDE got installed and displayed here. Okay, fine. And how to launch it? Simply click here, guys. Okay, simply click here, and if you close, it will close. Again, click on the Selenium IDE which got installed just now on this Chrome browser. So I was able to launch also. This is a Selenium IDE window. This is how it will appear, guys. When you try to click on Selenium IDE, it will launch like this. Okay, when you close, it will close. Now let me open a website. Let's say omayo.blogspot.com, which I generally use in all my sessions to demonstrate different automation scenarios, like how to work on text box fields, buttons, and all those stuff. Okay, this is the best website I can say for practicing the automation for different UI elements. So I will take this example for now. Now, if I click on this Selenium IDE add-on, this pop-up will come like this. This Selenium IDE window will appear like this, and in this you can see different options here. Welcome to Selenium IDE. On this you are seeing record a new test in a new project. Okay, don't worry about the other things, guys. Those are like advanced concepts of Selenium IDE. We don't have to go there now. Okay, for this session this will be enough. Like you can select this first option, that is record a new test in a new project. Okay, click on this. Once you click on that, it will ask for the project name. You can give any project name, guys. In my case, I will be taking QFox. Okay, I'll just giving the name as QFox and clicking on OK button. Once after you have given the project name as QFox or any other name on your whatever that you are interested in, it is asking for the base URL. Okay, so what is the base URL? The application URL where you want to record the automation scripts using this latest version of Selenium IDE. Copy this. Okay, this is the application URL. Let's say click here and paste it here. Okay, this is the application URL on which I will be running the automation scripts. Now say start recording. When you say start recording, whatever the base URL you provided, okay, it is taking you there. And at the same time, at the bottom of this window, you can see when you move your mouse up, you can see Selenium IDE is recording notification is getting displayed here, right? So that will be there. That means this particular session is being recorded by Selenium IDE. Now, after going to this application, whatever you are doing here, guys, they are being recorded by Selenium IDE tool. Here, let's say I want to enter some qfox.com, and finally I'll click on search button, and I need to verify whether this particular thing is displayed in this search result. Let's say right click here, say select Selenium IDE, and then say verify text. Okay, once you are done, open the Selenium IDE and then say stop recording. Stop recording. Now give the test name. So you can give the test name as QFox and click on OK. You see the test got now recorded properly here. You can see all the test steps here. So how many steps got recorded here? You can see that there are around like 7 steps recorded here. This is for opening the application, this is for resizing the thing, and it's for clicking, like typing the text into the text box field. What is the text that I typed? qfox.com. Everything got recorded successfully, guys. Whatever the actions that you have performed on the application, omayo.blogspot.com, everything got recorded here properly. This is one thing. Now, guys, once you record, what is the purpose of recording? The purpose of recording is to execute them at the later point of time to check whether this particular test case with the name QFox is working properly or not. How to verify that? Simple, guys. There is a play button here, run test case, run current test case button here. Just click on that. Okay, it will execute this particular test case which got recorded. Okay, let me click here. You see the application got launched, and it has typed qfox.com and clicked on the search button, and this notification came, it verified. You can see the search results. If everything is in green color, that means it got passed. Okay, that means these things got passed. So this is how you can work with Selenium IDE, latest version of Selenium IDE in the Chrome browser, guys. Okay, Chrome browser. Fine. So let me demonstrate I'm just exiting. I'm just closing this Chrome browser. Okay, we'll move to the Firefox browser now. Let's move to the Firefox browser. Let me type this application URL here. Okay, so this is omayo.blogspot.com. Now, guys, here you can see this is the Firefox browser. Click on help and then click on about Firefox. You will get the Firefox browser version here. You can update to the latest version also. That's not a big deal. Now, guys, at present, we have to first install Selenium, latest version of Selenium IDE in this Firefox browser. For that, open new tab and search for install Selenium Ide Firefox browser. Okay, just search for this kind of keywords. When you search that, you may get appropriate link like addons.mozilla.com. This is a Mozilla store, guys. Click on this. You'll be taken to this kind of page where you can see the latest version of Selenium Ide available. Click on this add to Firefox button. You see you are getting a pop-up with add option. Click on the add option. You see the Selenium Ide got added here, guys. Okay, Selenium Ide got added here. Click on OK now. Okay, you see the if you want to launch Selenium Ide here, just click on this Selenium Ide, which got recently installed in Firefox browser. You will get the similar kind of Selenium Ide kind of window, and and at same time you are introduced with this kind of similar options that have already seen in the Chrome browser, right? Now click on this record a new test in a new project option. We'll do the same steps, guys, in Firefox browser also, same steps. So again, the test case project name I will say QFox. Okay. The dummy things, guys, don't take it serious, but just for demonstration I am taking all these examples. I am just taking this as a base URL. Start recording again. It has opened the browser. I will maximize it. Okay, it's kind of small differences there between the Chrome and Firefox, but almost same. You see Selenium Ide is being recorded, is being displayed here. And after that, what you can do here is search this blog. Just type qfox.com, click on search, and again you have to verify whether this qfox.com has come in the result. So for that, go to Selenium Ide and say verify text. Now once you are done, stop the recording part and give the test name as qfox test, let's say. Okay, click on OK. qfox test got created here and saved. Now these are all the steps that got recorded while we are actually working with this application, right? While the Selenium Ide is recording, okay, these steps got, while we are working on the application, the Selenium Ide is recording all our actions, that whatever we are performing on the omaya.blogspot.com. So these are all the steps, guys. Let's execute these steps the similar manner that I did in the Chrome browser. So for that, what I have to do, I have to select the test and click on run current test. What is the current test? This is the one. So click on that. You see a pop-up window has browser got opened, the application got navigated, qfox.com has been typed, and the result got displayed. And finally, when you see the results, everything is in green color. That means if you see any red color, that means something got failed. But if you see everything in green color, that means everything got passed here. You see OK result is there for each and every step here, right? Finally, the verification point like qfox.com text is available or not is also passed. So this is how you can use the latest version of Selenium Ide to record and execute the automation scripts. So it's working well, guys. Compared to the older version of Selenium Ide, there are some differences with the new Selenium Ide. Okay, that is out of topic now. But just to demonstrate like how to use the latest version of Selenium Ide, I just made this video, guys. So that's it, guys. What are the next steps? The next steps are like you can like, comment, share, and feedback on this video, guys. And let me know if you have any doubts in my comment section. Thank you, guys. Bye.